Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Dawn One Spiritual Guidance. It's your girl Dawn, and we got a message for you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This is your timeless collective reading. All right, so let's get into these vibes. All right, Holy Spirit, what's the message? What is the message? What's the collective timeless message? Well, no, what is this? Okay, guilt, it didn't come out. So someone could be trying to hide their guilt for you. Apology not genuine. I'm only sorry because I got caught. Okay. Oh, somebody. Okay. So if somebody's trying to come to you with an apology, this reminds me of the collective reading the general collective reading I just did. Because the Knight of Cups came out. Somebody wanted to apologize. In that reading, somebody wanted to apologize for what they did. But they only want to apologize because their roads are becoming stuck or stuck still and stagnant as we speak. Okay, everybody's in different seasons while watching this, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This could be past, present, and future information for you. And so it's just like, dang, well, maybe if I apologize, that'll loosen up some karma for me so I can have some movement forward. Which maybe that may have worked maybe 3-4 days after you did, they told you to do whatever the case may be. However, no, because this is somebody, they been betraying you for a year or 2 years, whatever the case may be, or this is you, flip the energies as you see fit. And they only doing this to free up karma for them. They don't want to pay back karmic debt. Okay? They don't want to pay it back. All right? So they thinking like, or they trying to lessen it. So they like, well, maybe if I do this. So that's why it doesn't make it genuine, because if they weren't getting karmic debt, if their roads were open, then they wouldn't even be saying anything to you. So they may say, hey, I'm sorry. And they may make an offer. I want to ask your parent or caregiver for your hand in marriage. Well, I'm hearing don't fall for it. For a lot of you guys, you're in separation or about to be, because of everything that went down that you're about to find out if you haven't already. What somebody's been doing behind your back. Hold on. I'm craving you really bad. I'm yearning for you. So this is someone, they lusting after you, or you're lusting after someone, right? So this is an energy that could be confusing love with lust. Yep, lust. I'm lusting over you and I can't help myself. Now, here's the thing. What makes lust really bad is because people really be treating it as love, okay? And don't get me wrong. If you ain't never really experienced love in your life, I can understand how you don't know the difference. But at the same time, right, some people be taking the lust thing too far, It's nice. It's okay if you want to compliment someone. But then people want to take it too far. Then they start having kids and uh-ohs and stuff like that. And it's like, no. Look at that. So, remember how we was talking about karma? This is why they want to come back and apologize. Karma is kicking my ass for how I've treated you and others. Whether this is you or whoever you're dealing with here. So this is why somebody want to apologize, but their apology isn't genuine. They only apologizing because karma's whooping their ass, i.e. God's wrath. Okay? So this could be an energy that thought either God didn't exist or they weren't going to get consequences for their actions or whatever the case may be. Well, somebody's seeing here. And this is an energy that you could think, they ain't shit. They ain't shit for how they treated you, or this is how they feel about you. Needing to develop a better content of character, sense of morality and integrity, doesn't treat you right, doesn't deserve you. God says you deserve better. Free will, though. Right? Because, we make our own decisions. And, you nobody's perfect, right? But you also want to be with someone that genuinely wants to be with you, and vice versa. Divine counterpart, I believe that you are my true love. I'm jealous and envious of you. I mean, in some cases that could have been, and the only reason why I'm saying in some cases that could have been is because there literally has been cases where people whose divine counterpart didn't ascend, whether they're a twin or they were supposed to be a divine counterpart. And we have to earn these divine titles, right? Well, it's like somebody earned their title because they put in the work, and somebody didn't earn their title because they didn't put in the work, and they pissed off at the one that did earn the title when it doesn't make sense, because all they had to do was put in the work too. But they didn't, because they have a shitty content of character. They treat people like shit, right? They don't treat you right, doesn't deserve you, right? And so on and so forth. And not just you, other people, right? It's like they treat people how they feel like it. And that's not necessarily right, Or you do this for the energies as you see fit. So they feel like you are their true love, or this is how you feel for the energies. But somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do. I mean, that's just what I'm getting here. Somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do. They didn't transform. There we go. I'm here. Yep. So separation is back out. A breakup, separation, and or divorce has already occurred or is about to happen. Okay. Yep. So they're jealous because they don't want you to move on without them. They don't want you to have anybody else without them. They don't want you to have success without them, when all they had to do was put in the work. The only reason why you're getting this, whoever's on whatever side of the story, so the people who are getting whatever God has in store for them, okay, whatever that may be, you're getting that because you actually did the healing work. You're doing that because you went through the divine attacks, and that's another thing too. Everybody doesn't look like what they've been through. I have people, they like to misjudge me all the time because they feel like I ain't never go through nothing in life. They feel like I had it easy all my life, And congratulations for those that did. I mean, I don't know why people trying to make life a competition. Life already hard. Shit. Yeah, see, this is somebody, this is how you felt about them. Like, dad, if it ain't one thing with you, it's another. All right, this is how somebody felt about you. Okay? And that's why God said you deserve better. Because nobody's going to be perfect. You're going to come with flaws in the connection just like somebody else is. With flaws, a person can have flaws and not abusive flaws. Okay? I'm not with you because I genuinely want to be. I'm using you. Okay? So this was someone, because now I ain't going to be honest, this did come out in reverse. They were using, so I'm hearing they were using you at first, but then they actually fell in love with you. They were using you at first, but then they actually found out like, oh, you actually a good friend. Or you actually a such and such dad, This is like somebody hiring a hitman, but the hitman don't do what they were paid to do because they actually find out that the person that was paid to go and do the hit for is actually cool, kind, and collected. In whatever way. Hitman, physical, spiritual, okay? Look at that. Soulmate in reverse. So some of you guys could be dealing with like a karmic. Yep. They turn karmic. So some people, they never got out of negative karmic energy. And some people, they chose to stay, they became karmic because of their piss poor actions. All right. Look at that. A friend, family member, co-worker, and or romantic partner could be a soulmate. Yes. 5D spiritual class in the form of a person. So this energy or energies for you guys was supposed to teach you certain lessons for you to learn. Soul contracts, soul lessons. Okay. And yes, soulmate. So anybody, and again, anybody can be a soulmate. So we're spiritual beings having a humanistic experience. So your spiritual classes came in the form of people. And, they, good, bad, and ugly. All right. So, listen, single and ready to mingle in reverse. They want to mingle. So in some cases they want to mingle, but they haven't cut ties with certain people. Okay. So make sure you don't fall for anybody's BS. I'm coming in your dreams, disguising myself as people with my shapeshifter ability. Yep, and they made me scratch my nose 3 times. That's confirmation. Okay? So, be mindful of familiar spirits. Be mindful of trickster spirits. Be mindful, because let's be honest. Let's be clear. Let's be concise. Let me have gone through shit so nobody else have had to. Okay? Because sometimes it really is your ancestors. Sometimes it really is, those the people. But sometimes no. You got a trickster spirit that's disguising. Or sometimes no. You got a person, they know how to astral travel really well, and they will start dream hopping in people's dreams, disguising themselves, cloaking themselves in other people's essences and energies and body to try to fool you, right? Because like, let's say they know you won't say yes to them when it comes to, you know, a certain thing that they want you to say yes to them for, they want you to give. So they cloak themselves under another person's energy, or they cloak themselves in another person's mask, right? Because they know that you would more likely say yes to that person. That's that trickster shit, okay? Be mindful. This is why if you can refrain from agreeing to anything in the spirit, right? Until you are like more conscious and so on and so forth, like in the physical, and you can think about like, okay, right? But also, this is what people really do. They fake. So let me tell you what somebody did to me. So I was this had to be about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was dreaming, right? And mind you, I get prophetic dreams. That is one of my gifts. And a person that I used to be friends with came and asked me if I wanted to be their girlfriend. This was an old flame, okay? And at the time, I didn't know that they was doing the stuff that they was doing behind the scenes. So in the spirit, myself said yes. Okay? Now, guess what that was? A karmic motherfucking spouse. Okay? And I didn't know that. So this is something that you need to do. You need to cancel out all soul contracts that were made in deception. Because that wasn't fair. That's something that I wouldn't have said yes to. Right? Those false behaviors I wouldn't have said yes to. And so what ended up happening is that they started to claim me. Right? And so that meant that, and I didn't know this either. So sometimes a spiritual spouse, they'll try to slow your money down because they jealous and envious. They don't want you to be with anybody else. They watching you in the spirit. They don't want you to be able to move forward. So they try to slow your money down. They try to, lower your sex drive so you don't want to with anybody else. So they, So just letting you know, you need to separate with that ASAP. Divorce, spiritual divorce, ASAP. Tell all the spirit, divorce me. Cancel out all soul contracts made in deception, made with unawareness. Because sometimes people are not, and me too, not always in control of the dreams. You just go on with the flow. And that's somebody taking advantage. And that's not fair. So, we going to speak facts around here. Because I don't like that. Play games, but not like that. Okay, if you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box. Okay. Lastly, so this energy, for those of you guys that's dealing with love, look at that. Can I take you out and court you? Now they want to ask you if they can take you out. Now they want to do right by you. Now they, or now you want to do right by someone. Put yourself inside the story as you see fit. Yeah, because they hurt. Well, the truth is that in some cases they want your sexual healing. I'm just pulling from the bottom of the deck here, okay? Healing. Some of you guys, you have healing organs. Sex is healthy with you, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You also provide genuine love, healing, nurturing, wisdom, stability, safety, security, and more, right? So they want you, for some of you guys, for what you have, right? Not for like genuine love purposes. So this is a user. This is an opportunist for a lot of you, or you're the opportunist, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. If this energy likes polygamy, that's fine. Look, I got a negative energy around me because it's starting to get hot. Let's not play games. I love to have multiple partners at a time. And don't get me wrong, but make sure all the partners that you have know that you want polygamy and they want polygamy too. And not just polygamy, there's